The Flash movie is currently filming, and it's going to bring all kinds of fresh looks to the DCEU. Ezra Miller returns to the role of Barry Allen after his appearances in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice and Justice League, but he'll be sporting a new costume and he'll be joined by some very new, but familiar heroes. A single scene that was filmed in London yields a veritable treasure trove of information about two of those heroes, Michael Keaton's returning Batman, from an alternate timeline, and Sasha Calle's brand new Supergirl. One thing to consider right out of the gate, even though the dreary London location makes it kind of feel like Gotham City, other set photos floating around make it clear that this is Flash's home of Central City, so don't get any ideas in that regard. But really, that's not even the fun stuff. Let's get going. First up, we have what appears to be a major scene on the steps of what might be a courthouse, with Miller's Barry Allen seemingly addressing reporters. Could this be the moment that Barry is going public with information that could clear his father's name for a murder he didn't commit? That's perhaps too much speculation for now, but take a look, and you'll see a key reason this scene seems to be so important. Within that crowd, we can see Michael Keaton, in full Bruce Wayne mode, both having a conversation with Barry in a cool pair of shades and also on his own in the crowd. They've even made his hair match his Batman '89 look. Keaton's Wayne was the best part about his Batman performance, and he's arguably the greatest live-action Bruce Wayne, so seeing him here in this capacity is really cool. Bruce is even rocking up to the scene in a car that isn't necessarily a Batmobile, but certainly looks cool and sleek enough to be one. Whatever's happening here, Iris West is on the scene to report on it, and she shares a moment of some kind with Barry, as well. It's great to see Iris will have a real role in this film. But perhaps the biggest, coolest reveal of all comes in the first look at the DCEU Supergirl in costume. The other day, director Andy Muschietti teased the first look at Sasha Calle's Supergirl costume, which looks extremely cool, and borrows elements from the Kryptonian look from Man of Steel and other DCEU projects. But the almost full costume was on display during the filming of that scene on the steps, as well, and it doesn't disappoint. We aren't going to embed this one here, just in case anyone might consider a costume reveal of this magnitude a spoiler, but if you want to have a look, there are excellent set photos of Calle in costume, and in a flying harness, right here. There are two particularly fun details about Miller's appearance in these scenes. First up, it's kind of cute that Barry isn't wearing a perfectly tailored movie lead appropriate suit, and instead, it's a little conservative and dorky. But check out his left hand. Oh yes, in addition to the new Flash costume Barry will be rocking in this film, it's also going to fit in the famed Flash ring. Basically, the Flash costume is super compressed into this ring, which springs open and ejects the suit for maximum quick change action. It's a small thing that allows Barry to not have to wear his red suit under his clothes, but it's such a fun detail that has endured from the earliest Flash comics, and knowing it will be seen on the big screen is another encouraging sign that they're really trying to capture the totality of the character this time around.